So Ora Gold is a advanced explorer, gold explorer and developer. We're focused on the Murchison goldfield in Western Australia. Now the Murchison goldfield gets slightly less attention to the more well-known Eastern Goldfields region of Western Australia. But the Murchison goldfield is a substantial goldfield. It's produced 35 million ounces, has 35 million ounces of past production and existing resources. And the two big brother companies, I guess, in this region are Westgold and Ramelius, and we've got Wayne from Westgold here today. And then there's a raft of juniors who are trying their best to get projects into development. And Ora Gold's project, so 670 square kilometres of tenements, including granted mining leases with agreements for mining with native title groups in place, just to the north of Meekatharra. We're around 20 kilometres to the north of Meekatharra, and that makes us around 30 kilometres away from the Bluebird mill, which is owned by Westgold. So we've had a very interesting 18 months, year and a half. Last time I was here, we were talking about a new discovery called the Southeastern Zone at our flagship project, Crown Prince. And we just made that discovery. And so then in early this year, in February, we put out our maiden resource for that, 164,000 ounces at over 5 grams. And that resource all sits in a conceptual open pit. So the broader project at Crown Prince is 240,000 ounces at just over 4 grams per tonne. But very encouragingly, it goes into a nice open pit at around 9:1 strip ratio, we think. This is all pending reserves being published, of course, and conceptually makes a lot of money should it go into production. So this was then more recently recognised by Westgold, who we've struck a strategic alliance with, and Westgold took a placement of $6 million into Ora, and it made that investment into Ora, and we're working together to develop the Crown Prince open pit. Then further out, we have a whole pipeline of growth projects as well. But we see this as a pragmatic way to get into production more quickly than we could otherwise, building our own mill, and also providing value to our partners, Westgold, along the way as well as our own shareholders, of course, with the lack of dilution and the speed to getting into production. So we very much look forward to progressing that, and for the remainder of this year, we'll be putting out news on mining proposals and the progress that we're making in terms of getting that all down the road to Westgold. And in terms of finances and how clarifying that, I'd refer you to the Argonaut research note on our website. And they note that we should be making around $70 million per annum. So for a company that's currently capped at 35 million, 70 million per annum's not a bad forecast. However, we think we can beat that, based on today's gold price and also some fairly conservative mining scenarios. So it's looking like another fantastic 12 months. We're very excited about the progress, and we'll be looking forward to updating you this time next year on how we're successfully into production. Now, I might, just before I ask Wayne to say a couple of words.
Thanks, Alex. We're just a small shareholder in Ora, but from a producer's perspective, can I just say something for all the explorers here? Explorers are a critical part of the ecosystem, and from Westgold's perspective, we're happy to back people who are doing good science. I think in the deal that we've done with Ora, very quickly we put all the egos aside, and we think we can do a deal which works for both groups of shareholders. And I encourage the explorers to keep going, try and find people like us who will back you to keep doing what you need to do, particularly while the equity markets are in difficult places. Anyway, thanks for that.
Thanks, Wayne. Thank you, John.